Welcome and thank you for joining us for today's DealerOn webinar, How to Make Dealership Videos That Don't Suck. My name is Eliana Raggio and I'll be your moderator today. And today's webinar is being presented by DealerOn. For anyone who isn't familiar with DealerOn, well, we're an award-winning website development company and digital agency, best known for our amazing SEO, the absolute best customer service, and the highest converting website designs in the industry, including the brand new Chameleon responsive website platform. We're so committed to lead conversion, optimization, and customer service that DealerOn is still the only company in the industry to offer a money-back lead guarantee program. So does your website company guarantee you a 50% lift in leads or your money back? Well, maybe you should check us out at our gorgeous brand new DealerOn website at DealerOn.com. And we have a great show in store for you today. We're very pleased to have Matt Koenig as our presenter today. Matt Koenig is the CEO of KonigCo and Buscador de Auto, helping the best car dealers in the world get even better by focusing on generating first-party opportunities and learning to focus on reaching U.S. Hispanic auto buyers. Matt has served in various sales and leadership roles on the retail side of the business for 12 years in West Michigan before becoming sales training director for one of the largest automotive groups in the Midwest. In 2006, he went to work with Cars.com, ultimately becoming sales training manager before moving on to Edmunds.com, where he launched their direct-to-dealer program in 2010. One of the most sought-after speakers on mobile marketing and Hispanic automotive marketing, Matt was also a keynote speaker at Digital Dealer 18 and is a regular speaker at events like Jim Ziegler's Internet Battle Plan and Sales Management Super Conference because his real-world strategies are proven to help dealers make more money. A 22-year auto veteran, Matt is also the author of the books Winners and Losers and This Book is for You, Stupid. And when he isn't setting the auto industry on fire or making sales tip videos from the road, he can be reached at matt@konig.co. Now, during the presentation, if you have any questions, please use the question feature located on the corner of your screen to submit them. At the end of the presentation, we'll answer those questions of general interest. If we're unable to get to your question live, don't worry, we're going to try to respond to you by email later today. Also, don't forget, a link to download a copy of this webinar recording will also be emailed to you later today for your reference, and please feel free to share it with your friends and colleagues. Oh, and guess what? Our good friends at KonigCo, woo, they are giving away a great prize today on the webinar. One of you lucky webinar attendees will win Dealership CRM Video Package. That's right, KonigCo is going to make 10 or more custom videos that you're going to be able to easily send out from your CRM to your prospects. These are all the most important videos you need to connect with buyers before and after the sale. This is a tremendous prize for your dealership, and it is valued at just under $4,000. You have to be on the live broadcast to win it, though, so stay tuned, and you could be winning this awesome prize today. Also, at the conclusion of the webinar, you're going to receive a short survey, so fill it out. We're always looking for quality feedback from our audience. Today, we're going to randomly select a couple of people from all the completed surveys to also win some Google prizes. And hey, do you tweet much? You know what? We hope you do. We'd love to see what you have to say about today's presentation. So please tag us in it. Hashtag DealerOnWebby, or I'm at Eliana Raggio. You can also hit up Matt Koenig at KonigCo. We look forward to seeing what you're saying. Now, let's get started. Let's learn how to make dealership videos that don't suck. Matt Koenig, how are you, sir?
I am doing so awesome, and gosh, after that intro, I feel like the coolest person in the entire world. So thank you so much for that.
You're
That was
very
awesome.
kind.
Now I feel almost as cool as my friend Greg Gifford. That's how cool it is.
That's pretty cool. Hey, listen, I have been trying to get you on my show for a while now, and I'm so glad you and I have finally connected. We're here. We're going to drop some awesome bombs all over all of our listeners today. So I am very, very excited. And let me tell you, you picked a very timely topic. Just last week, we had Mr. Video himself, Phil Sura. We also had Peter Lito from Google, and they were both talking about how every dealership needs to be involved in the YouTube revolution and really get involved with video. So how cool was that this week we're actually talking about how to make great videos for your dealership. So thank you so much. And I know we have a lot to get to. So where do we get started?
So we'll get started with this. You know, I will say first, I'm so glad to hear that Peter and Phil were on last week. Peter and I did the keynote together at Digital Dealer along with my friend Ricky Lopez, and David Villa moderated it, and it's great. Peter is a fantastic person, so is Phil Suris. So I just appreciate the opportunity to follow those guys, and I'm confident that the info we're going to share today is going to help the folks that are tuned in. Here are the objectives today, though, and they're pretty simple. We're gonna go through and we're gonna understand why video is so powerful. We're going to start with why, and then we're gonna also go and ask the bigger question, which is why do people watch so much video as it is? And if we can answer those questions, then we can learn to harness the power of this video so that everybody tuned in can take their videos to the next level. And here's the deal. Let's just start with answering why video is so great. The real reason is that it evokes emotion. I mean, look at the dancing Hyundai guy video, right? This video has been watched a lot online, and the guy just makes you smile, whether you want to or not. I wish I had a sales manager at the dealership with moves like this instead of what he was really doing from the desk. Video engages emotion, and emotion leads to action. And nobody in the history of marketing has done that better, in my opinion, than our friends over at Apple. Now, if you're not familiar, the commercial, the video that's running in the top left, is Apple's 1984 commercial. And I'm going to keep the volume down on it for a minute. But let me paint a picture. Back then, IBM ruled the PC world, right? They ruled the computing world. And IBM was known for their sales force always being uniformed, dressed in blue, right? They were the men in blue, and they had blue suits, and they looked the same, and they spoke the same, and they were scripted. And Apple came in and said, you know what? If you're the same as everyone else, you're a sheep. This isn't cool. It's not cool to be like everyone else. So I don't know why they chose the colors, but in comes a Hooters waitress to save the computing world and destroy everything that Big Blue is doing. And in 1984 is not going to be like 1984. That commercial had more success than the actual Mac that it launched, because it really brought emotion to the surface. But Apple didn't stop in 1984. We've seen all their, you know, I'm a PC, I'm a Mac, and those are funny. But one of the other most memorable things that they did was Christmas of 2013. So I'm going to show you guys this commercial real quick and play the audio, and I hope the audio comes through as well for you as it did when we tested it. But watch this commercial and see what it does.
Your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Hang the shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Now, that commercial from Apple.
Dude, I'm like sitting here in tears over here.
I know, right? I get choked up on this one too. And here's the crazy thing, though. What Apple has done in an amazing way is they don't just harness the power of happy. Apple uses video to evoke all kinds of emotions. The first one that say, you should be mad at everybody that does stuff the same way. You should be different. The next one, the Christmas commercial. They timed that perfectly. Let's face it, our teenage kids don't have $700 to go buy an iPhone with. But what they showed was what most adults, most parents can relate to. My teenager spends all day on the phone. They're probably texting. The scene where grandpa throws the sock at the kid because he thinks he's not being part of Christmas. All this stuff is going on. But then at the end, what happens? Oh, the kid was using their iPhone to get all this cool stuff. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, everybody's happy. Apple never once said, go buy an iPhone. But what they showed in the commercial was basically this message. If you put an iPhone in the hands of your children, look at how it brings the family together. Apple has done an amazing job of using emotion to sell their products without ever having to say, go buy this. Here's a deal. Here's a super sale. And listen, people want to feel something. We're emotional beings. And video that doesn't suck will engage emotions. As dealers, you got to ask yourselves, do your super sale commercials really evoke emotion? Sunday, 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 we're giving away all the other stuff like everybody up and down the block. No, it's crap. Nobody cares. But this little silly baby that's laughing at a piece of paper that gets torn over and over and over, 21 million people, 21 million times people laugh at a baby laughing because people are emotional, and video gives us the chance to connect on an emotional level. Now, smiling is everyone's favorite, but video has the power to engage all different kinds of emotions, from the scary IBM commercial that says, don't be brainwashed by IBM without actually ever saying it, to the second one that's a little bit of a tearjerker, right? Hey, your detached kid may still love you, put an iPhone in their hands, they'll save the family. Yay! People have become numb to the video that's being created by car dealers. People don't want you to vomit commercials all over. So if we can just harness the power of video to create an emotional connection, then we can engage people in a meaningful way and maybe bring them closer to doing business. Now, here's something we also have to keep in mind, and I'm going to turn the sound down on this as it's going, but people are creating their own videos out there. This one, for example, is a video that many of us maybe have seen about the car dealership who basically a guy delivers pizza. They whatever, tell him to keep the change. The video is the guy coming back returning like $5 or $7 because basically the dealership called the pizza place and said, oh, hey, we didn't mean to give him that much. So they make the guy drive back, waste his gas. There have been a series of videos asking the guy questions about it. But guess what? It made the car dealership, these guys and the girl, they thought they were being funny, telling the guy they're going to kick his butt out of the dealership. Ha, ha, ha. We got you, pizza guy. Well, shame on them because this video has been watched millions of times too. And all the people are saying, boy, the people at the dealership are jerks. So as a dealership, as a business, let me ask you this. What do you want people to see when they're searching for your dealership? Do you want them to see videos from the one or two people that had a really bad experience? In this case, they deserve to be seen. Or do you want people to see stuff that you put out there when they search? When they search Google, what do you want them to see? When they search YouTube, the second most powerful search engine on the planet, what do you want them to see? See, there's two kinds of video content that we're going to focus on creating today. One is marketing content, okay? That's branding, promotional stuff. And then the other kind of video content is conversational video or personal video directed straight to a person. So let me show you an example of, let's say, some marketing content. I'll show you a couple of examples, but here's one.
Let's talk about the new 2015 Chevrolet Tahoe at Liberty Chevrolet. The striking design of all new Tahoe features sculpted body side panels and an athletic stance that makes an incredible first impression. Featuring a powerful front grille and your choice of 18, 20, or 22-inch wheels, this SUV will keep you riding.
Now, I won't play the whole video, but there's a whole series of them. There's one that we did for our friends in the Feldman Automotive Group. We do videos for all the Chevrolets. And here's the thing. The key to a marketing content video is to make them informational, like what we did for this video at Liberty, right? A little music in the background. You can have it. You don't have to have it. It's debatable. But here's the thing. In this video, It's what customers want. And as I'm going to show you later, customers are actually asking you as dealers to give them more content. But here's what's great about making a video that doesn't suck. If you make one that's relevant, informational, and it actually will engage people with what they're looking for, cool thing is, it can not only help you when people are looking for your products, but it can help when people are looking for your competitors. Liberty Chevrolet is in New Hudson, Michigan, and if you ask who has the best deal on a new GMC Yukon near New Hudson, you'll actually see the first organic result in Google is a Chevrolet Tahoe video from Liberty Chevrolet. And it doesn't say anything bad about the Yukon, but because Google knows that Yukon shoppers may also consider Tahoe shoppers, and because of the SEO super sauce that's in there, it's not rocket science, right? Titling, tagging, describing well, and it being relevant content, Shazam, it's number one. So here's the thing. Good content, quality content can help you out beyond just emotional engagement. It can also help you out in search too. But the whole idea behind a good marketing video really is to whet the appetite. See, somebody smarter than me one day said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So a marketing video is designed to make the horse thirsty. As I like to say, it's designed to salt the horse, right? We want to make them thirsty. It needs to communicate who you are, where you work, why they should contact you, and how they should contact you. But it doesn't always have to say exactly those words. Apple's videos accomplish that. You know it's Apple. You know where to get their products. You know why you should contact them. With the iPhone, it's because it can bring you together with your kid and communicate with your family. How? Just go to apple.com. All of it's in the video without ever having to be said. But you can also say it too. You can also say it directly. Let's look at another marketing video that's a little bit different.
This is Chuck with Epic Auto Sales. Phone number 832-306-8811. Web address www.epicautosaletx.com. This is the 40th anniversary Corvette 1993 that you have been emailing me about, texting about. This car is beautiful. It's black. It's got the beautiful leather interior. It is a stick shift Corvette. Look at the motor. Look at that. For a 93, it's still in mint condition. It is the 40th anniversary. This car was made to perfection in that year. In 93, I had one of these. These things were beautiful. It got a nice area in the back for trunk space. Corvette emblem in the back, the smoked out had tail lights. Beautiful vehicle. Black. Enough room. AC blows ice cold. And for a 93, that's beautiful. It's had all its service done at Frank's Corvettes. This thing is done, been taken care of, and will take care of you. We have a full service center in the back, as you can see. We have done a 15-point inspection on this vehicle. This vehicle is up to par for your driving and standards and needs. Thank you so much for inquiring. I'll be the one that you're dealing with. My name is Chuck. Thank you again.
Now, here's the deal. Is Chuck's video perfect? Of course not, but here's the deal. Chuck's got swagger, right? Nobody on this planet is as excited about a 22-year-old 1993 Corvette as Chuck. Because Chuck had one. Chuck used to have that car, right? And it's awesome. And you can tell he's excited about it. I mean, that's not just it, though. This particular one got nice trunk space, and it's done been taken care of. Listen, his grammar isn't perfect, but who cares? Because guess what? When you see Chuck's video, you don't forget it. When you walk into Epic Auto Sales, you know what? You know what Chuck looks like. He looks like he stepped straight out of a Color Me Bad video. He's real.
Color Me Bad video?
Well, he's like like my version, like a chubbier version of Color Me Bad. He's not perfect, but here's the deal. Chuck's a fun dude in this video. He's a real guy. And before a customer comes in to see him, they're going to know who he is. They know where he's at. He's at Epic Auto Sales. They know why they want to contact him, because the air blows ice cold in this 93 Vet. And back in 93, it was made to perfection. See, Chuck's memorable. He's fun, and he's real, and he engages your emotion. Whether you're getting a little bit of a chuckle or whether you're going, you know what? A 93 Corvette is still maybe a great-looking Corvette. I got to go check it out. Chuck engages on an emotional level. But like I said, there's marketing videos, and then there's the kind that we make personally to a customer. Now, this one, obviously, you must have sent to a customer because he said they were calling and emailing, and the video is public. That's how I got a hold of it, of course, on YouTube. But let's look at videos that are personal videos, conversational videos that you would send to a customer, for example. Let's look at David's video to Kelsey. Now, by the way, also at the same dealership down there in Texas.
Hey, Kelsey, this is David Gonzalez over at Epic Auto Sales, and I just want to send you this quick personal video message just so you can put a face to the name so you know who you're dealing with. Also want to let you know I did get you approved on a Chevy Sonic Got you a great rate, low payments. I'm just going to take a quick walk around of the vehicle right now, just so you know what it looks like, okay? Here we go. There it is, Kelsey. 2013 Chevy Sonic. Cute little car, very nice, in great condition. It's like new still. Excellent condition, still under factory warranty. Great looking car. Just came through our service department. Got thoroughly checked out, certified. Everything is good. I do got to get it through make ready, get a complete detail on it, get it nice and clean, all shined up for you. So when you get here, it's ready to go. Like I said, it's a great car. It's still like you, under factory warranty. And I'm also going to throw in an extended warranty for you of 24 months. Here's a look on the inside. It's in excellent condition. No rips or tears anywhere in the interior. Big screen radio, Bluetooth. Okay, Kelsey. Everything looks great on the car. Did get you an approval. It's a miracle approval. Let me let you know that. But I got it done, okay? I had to pull some strings, but it is done. It's in your name. The approval's for you, so give me a call, 713-653-3590. Give me a call, Kelsey. I'm waiting on you.
Okay, now, let me just touch on some stuff here. David did a great job of showing Kelsey the car. He has it ready for her. He's letting her know, that the car is in great condition. He's throwing in a warranty. He said so many things that were fantastic, right? And almost everything about this video is perfect. Almost. There are two things that make it not perfect. One, he said this was a personal video message. Well, if it's personal to Kelsey, how come I have it? How come hundreds of people right now are watching it with me? The second thing is that he said in this video that was personal but ended up public, how he got this miracle approval. Let me explain what's not perfect about the video. Conversational videos, right? Who you are, where you work, why you're sending the video, how they can contact you. He hit all those points and gave her all the personal info she needs, and that's awesome. But here's what makes it imperfect. That video is public. It should never, I should have never gotten that video. You shouldn't be watching it now. But we are, because this personal video wasn't marked unlisted on YouTube. This personal video was marked public, which means anybody down there, anybody anywhere knows that Kelsey's credit sucks, that Kelsey's approval was a miracle to get a car in her name, that Kelsey shouldn't have been able to get financed on this car, right? Now, he didn't say Kelsey's name or phone number, but believe me, there are plenty of videos where people are saying, I tried to call you at, and actually saying the customer's phone number. A personal video should never be public. So here's rule number one for any personal conversational videos. Everybody on this call, write this down. Rule number one, personal videos need to be marked unlisted. Don't make them viewable to the public. That's rule number one. Now, here's the cool thing. There are plenty of tools out there you can get, so you don't have to upload those personal videos to YouTube, right? And here's the deal. You can get iJot, EYEJOT. The folks at Dealer Defender, Jay Scowron, they're great folks. Cool tool. Only downside, they don't have an Android app, but it's a cool tool, and if you work with them, they'll actually build you out some cool templates. You can do co-video. I think they're a little costly, but they work well. A lot of people swear by them. There's another company that's new, BombBomb, BOMB.com. They're pretty affordable. Their tool works. They have an iPhone and an Android app. And here's the cool thing about iJot, co-video, and BombBomb. None of those videos are public. They're all sent from an app direct to the consumer. Nobody sees them but you and the customer. So obviously that's a great option if you're going to send personal videos. But YouTube's a great option too. And it's absolutely free. Videos uploaded as unlisted. That's it. You're not trying to get SEO value, search value out of a video directed to a consumer. And you shouldn't be. So just make sure if you're using YouTube, you're using it free, make it unlisted. Now, what constitutes whether or not a video should be unlisted? You might want to write these things down too. If you're going to say someone's name, an appointment time, talk about their financial situation, or if you're going to say anything in that video that could upset a customer without having their written consent, it should be marked unlisted. And I'm going to tell you a horror story. There is a dealer down south who made a video telling people, looking forward to seeing you at your appointment at X time to pick up your Corvette, and they, said the time, the address of the dealership. They reiterated the time multiple times like we were all taught to do on an appointment. The only problem is they did it on a public video. Those people apparently picked up a vehicle. When they got home, they got robbed.
What?
Now, here's the down. Yeah, crazy, right? Here's why that happened, though. Because some hood rat happened across this video, showed up and sat across the street and watched them drive home and followed them. Now, that's the worst of the worst case scenarios. But God forbid you're the dealer that makes that stupid mistake of making a private video with private info public. God forbid it's you. And something like that happens to one of your customers, right? It's bad enough to the customer, but guess who's probably dealing with the backlash of that? The dealer. So anything that has a name, an appointment time, something with their financial situation, anything personal should just be kept personal, right? So if you're going to keep them personal, I would recommend you hook up on one of those other apps. Like I said, YouTube's easy and it's free, and you can make them unlisted, but spend the $25 a month or $100 a year for iJot or BombBomb, something like that. They're affordable and they're super easy to use. So when it comes to making marketing videos, though, let's go back to marketing videos, walk-around videos. The hard part is really just not knowing exactly where to start and how to do it. So here's what I'm doing. For everybody that's on this webinar today, you can go to the web address on the screen, write it down, Koenig.co/iPad video. Note, it is .co, not .com. Konig.co/iPad video. I actually built a 4-minute tutorial walking around, and I made this years ago, walking around my wife's SRX and just simply a tutorial on how to do it, how to upload it, all using an iPad or an iPod Touch or your iPhone, and a $5 app called iMovie. So you can go to Koenig.co/iPad video, complete tutorial, and the entire tutorial only lasts 4 minutes. So you can watch it for free, watch it as much as you want. Heck, make all of your salespeople watch that video. It's 4 minutes. Then have them all make a video about a car in your lot and show them in a sales meeting. Spiff the person who makes the most fun, best walk-around product video. It's free. It's easy, and every single one of you can do this, and you can make videos that don't suck just by watching that 4-minute tutorial to learn how. And here's what's cool, though. When it comes to conversational videos, I recommend, of course, personalization is best. Shooting one personal for every customer is best. But there are actually some videos that you can template out. They're really common videos. And what's cool is, as long as you're wearing clothes that are going to stay in style for a while.
I was going to say, that's one heck of a tie.
Yeah, you can make videos, though, that you can use for, a year, 2 years to come. Or if you're Paul Potratz, if you just dress the same way that you did 20 years ago, 30 years ago,
Ouch.
you can use those videos for years. I love Paul. If you go to his Facebook, you can see he loves himself, too, and shows a lot of style. Here's the thing. You just got to make something that's going to stay usable for years to come. So dress in something fairly neutral, and you can template out some videos. Now, make sure your videos don't suck. You still need to make sure in those videos that you convey emotion. Smile, be happy, be fun. Make it feel like you just recorded it for them. And yes, it's a template, but it's a better template than the crap email template that you and your competitor down the street are sending out of your CRM. Let's face it, if you're using the same CRM as the competitors and there's 80 of your dealerships on one block or in one city, if 7 of you have the same CRM, you can guarantee if that customer stopped at more than one store, they're getting the same crappy email, the same crappy subject line from every one of you. So your video templated email is not going to feel like a template, and it's going to be the one that stands out from the crowd, okay? So here's the deal. All of these videos that you see on the screen, I left you a message, and my friend Elise Kephart talked about this at an event that we spoke at before together. But you can template out a video. Hey, this is Matt. I left you a message this morning on your voicemail. I'll try again this afternoon. Hey, this is Matt. I left you a voicemail this afternoon. I'll try again this evening. You get the picture. But left you a message videos. Thank you for buying. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for calling. All of these can be put into templates that you can reuse hundreds, if not thousands of times without it ever feeling like a crappy templated video. So more on this in a minute. But here's the deal. Even the best videos made, even the ones that evoke the most emotion, even the ones you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars developing,
Really, those?
I threw that out there for the big auto groups on the call. Even the best ones are never going to be watched if your email never gets open, or if your text message, if the text in it isn't provocative enough to get them to actually click on the link, right? It just ends up getting deleted like everything else. So how do you make sure a customer looks? How do you make sure that they watch the video? Well, here's how you do it. So you may want to write this down. Stop sending messages with subject lines that suck. Here's the thing. Jeffrey Gittimer said this a long time ago. We were having him speak at cars.com, and Jeffrey said to this, he goes, hey, how many of you make phone calls and leave voicemails and never get a call back? And like everybody's hand went up, and he said, then stop leaving voicemails that suck. Well, here's the thing. Your email subject lines, I'm just going to call you out. Almost every one that I get sucks. I wake up every day to over 100 new emails, of which 90% get deleted without ever being opened. Because the subject line is the same crap. 20% off this, you're invited to that, this sucks, whatever. I mean, it's just lame. They're always lame. So I just swipe to the left and get rid of them. So I'm going to give you guys another freebie that will help you stop sending emails that suck and start getting them open. And you can actually use these as subject in your text messages too. So write this down.
That might actually be a whole nother webinar for you, Matt. I'm just throwing that out there, but go ahead.
No. Here's the thing. Go to www.salestips.tv. www.salestips.tv. Watch last week's episode, episode number 6. It's titled that, so it's got that goofy picture of me looking like I'm about to inhale something, which I'm not, by the way. We're not in Denver, and I'm not a smoker. But go to episode number 6, and it's all about email that gets attention. And we give you 10 subject lines that get your emails read. It's a webinar Chris and I do every week, salestips.tv. It's like 20 minutes, but that episode is all about subject lines that will get your emails read, subject lines that don't suck. So go to salestips.tv. You'll get 10 subject lines that will get your emails open. These little tweaks, and the stuff that I'm going through today, I know I'm going through it fast, I know I'm loud, whatever, but here's the deal. These minor things, if you just care enough to make the changes, these will change your entire game when it comes to communication. Because let's face it, our entire lives are made up of communication. How we communicate determines where we end up in life, who we end up with, whether we end up closing deals, whether they're sales related, finding the spouse of your dreams. It all hinges on your communication. So you've got to be able to do it well. And unfortunately, in a digital age, sometimes our communication has to start at a level where we don't get to use tone and inflection, right? We have to email, we have to text, but we can include a video that has tone, that has inflection, and that can invoke emotion. Your subject line, though, has got to wake them up and make them go, what the heck? I got to look at this. And that's what we're going to do. Now, my friend Elise Kephart, who's actually going to be joining me on stage at the Internet Battle Plan in September in Detroit, she's called the YouTube Diva, right? Everybody calls Elise that. She shared a tip one time a while back that helped some of my dealer clients get more phone numbers from their email leads. And here's the deal. Let's face it. When you talk to a customer, whether it's via email, when you email them back stuff and you're like, oh, let me get your phone number, I got some more questions, you come across like a creep, and everybody says that same stupid line. So one of the things Elise shared was she said when she sends back a response, she sends a video, and in the video she says to the people, please call or text me back at, and shares her number so that I know you got this video. So please call or text me back at 269-459-2272. By the way, that's really our office line, but if you text it, it will push through to my iPhone. But if you say, please call or text me at 269-459-2272 so I know you got this video. She said about half the people actually will text her or will call her and say, oh, yeah, I just want to let you know I got your video, and by the way, I have some more questions. Now, when we're working with dealers, we've even had more success by adding one thing to that. I like to call it the warning. And it sounds like this. Please call or text me back at 269-459-2272 so I know you got this video. And if I don't hear back from you, I'll keep trying to reach you by email. Now, that silent little warning tells the customer, oh, my God, I better respond to this dude or he's just going to keep emailing the hell out of me, and it's going to drive me crazy. So, boom, what happens? If they don't want to talk on the phone, they will text. And then I'll get a text going, hey, I just want to let you know I got your video. Boom! Now I've got your phone number. Now, if you don't reply to my email, I may call you and go, hey, I sent you another email, but I never heard back from you, so I thought it best to just reach out and call. Now they may say, oh no, I got it, you're good. Now I've got them on the phone, I may be able to open up a dialogue. Now they may be like, oh dude, I just texted you to let you know I got the video, but please don't call. Okay, guess what? They don't want to buy from us. They don't like what they saw. Now I also know I don't have to waste hours following up with someone who hates us. Makes it easy. Now, we could have just asked for their phone number by email, but there's really no good way to do it. But by putting in the video, if you make a good impression, if you look like you don't suck, if you look like someone fun to deal with, they're going to text you or they're going to call you and they're going to say, I got your video and I've got questions. If you make a good video, you're going to salt the horse, you're going to make them thirsty, and they're going to want to engage. And like I said, Elise said she got about a 50% response rate from people just by adding to her videos, hey, call or text me at and let me know you got them. Now, here's the thing, you guys. These tips are helpful, hoorah, but at the end of the day, all of this stuff about video that doesn't suck goes back to helping someone feel like we actually care. And I'm going to share with you something. I want to show you this, but I learned the value and the power of video from someone. I'll call him my friend. He's my Twitter friend. His name's Keith Myers. And one thing I started doing, I don't know, about half a year ago is I started personally thanking everybody who follows me on Twitter. Everybody. And people always think I'm full of crap when I say that, but I spoke at Digital Dealer, and I spent the next 3 hours after my session sending thank you videos back to people. And if you think I'm full of crap here, I'll tell you this. Follow me on Twitter, at KonigCo, at KonigCo. Follow me on Twitter. You will get a personal thank you video back from me. And with the number of people on this webinar, it may take 24 hours, but you will get it. But here's the thing. I sent him a personal thank you video. And, well, let me show you what followed.
Hey Keith, Koenig here. Just want to say thank you so much for the follow on Twitter. And yeah, house music is always awesome. Make your weekend amazing, man.
By the way, he's a DJ, folks. And now here are his videos to me.
I still look really sunburned. I'm drinking my drink. This is what Coachella looks like. Rock on, dude.
That was his first response. Now, there's more. But wait, there's more in the immortal words of Billy Mays.
So, we're at some exclusive and/or party, which obviously we're too cool to go to Coachella, which I want to do to see Bad Religion, but here we are. A bunch of beautiful people, and I don't know. But I'm going to send you these videos pretty much all day, so get used to them.
Get used to them.
So now let me just share this with you. I'm in Michigan, right? I was at my daughter's horseback riding stuff when I sent the first thank you video, and I got these responses from Keith. Now, all day long, he sent me videos. Now, I won't show you every one because you don't need to see the video where he's like, hey, we're getting ready to go on the Ferris wheel and do some drugs. But culmination of the day, Keith the DJ apparently has access to a lot of things where a lot of folks don't get to go. And this is where the day wrapped up with the video from Keith.
Backstage, front stage with, I don't even know who, but there's everybody at Coachella. When
So as you guys can see, by the size of the crowd behind him being about 90% larger than the one in front of him, this guy took me to Coachella Music Festival. Now, there are a ton of videos throughout the day. But here's what's crazy. I spent 8 seconds telling him thank you, which let me translate that. I spent 8 seconds telling him he was a valuable human being to me. And because of that, he spent the entire day, he doesn't know me, but he spent all day long taking me, some chubby guy from West Michigan with amazing hair, to Coachella Music Festival with his friends. I got to go in the Uber ride with them. I got to go with them out drinking. I got to go with them to a Ferris wheel. I got to go to the concert because I told him he was a valuable person by taking 8 seconds to say thank you. See, engage in the emotion is what helped. Now, listen, the numbers don't lie. Video has grown immensely, right? From 2010 to 2014, 20% growth. And here's the other crazy thing, right? 64% of car buyers are saying, you know what, I would like more videos to watch about your cars. and your trucks. I want this from you as a dealer, as a manufacturer. See, what you may not have known before today is they care, they want you to show them video. But we've got a quick poll, I think, right here, Eliana. So let's do this. I'm going to hand it back to Eliana for a quick poll before we move forward.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. This is a great presentation you have going on, Matt. I just want you to know we have some great questions that are already coming in from our audience. But yes, audience, your very first of 2 poll questions is on the screen now. We want to know, what type of videos do you think shoppers actually want to see? Now, for this question, please select just one of the answers. Do you think shoppers want to see commercials, test drives, walkarounds, how-to videos, or you think shoppers don't care about videos at all? We want to know what you think. And by the way, it depends on pre or post sale. Thanks, Katie. Well, just try and answer the question as best as you can. What type of videos do you think shoppers actually want to see? Commercials, test drives, walkarounds, how-to videos, or those shoppers, they don't care about videos, do they? Once we get a majority of the votes in, we're going to close the poll and share the results. Before we do that, hey, Matt, we had a request from Bruce. He said, could you please give out the URL again, the URL for that, the one about the subject lines in your emails?
Yes, I will. It's salestips.tv. So not .com, salestips, SALESTIPS.tv, and it's episode 6. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate the question.
Bruce, I hope that helps you out. If you need more information, you know you can always hit me up. All right, and by the way, we have a lot of Twitter going on out there as well about today's presentation, so thank you everyone who's tweeting out. I'm trying to keep up with all of them and still do my webinar duties. With almost all of you voting, and by the way, thank you, we're going to close this poll and share the results. Are you ready for this, Matt?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Only 1% of today's audience thought that really shoppers are coming around just to see your commercials. 1%.
I love it.
Okay, 8% of today's audience think it's test drives that shoppers want to see. Now the majority, 64% of today's audience, think it's walkarounds is what shoppers are really interested in. And then the remaining 27% of today's audience are pretty sure it's how-to videos. Now, fortunately for us, no one in today's audience think that shoppers don't care about videos. That's why they're here, I'm assuming. So, Matt, do you have some research on this? What's the real answer?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that. I'll tell you what I do, and let me show you what I've got. You guys, what a great, smart audience we have, but here's the crazy thing. That was my bad trumpet impression. Actually, the number one thing that shoppers say they want to see are test drives. Now, there's a lot of stuff, so let me disclaimer this. Don't drive with your freaking phone in your hand. Don't do what I've been doing. God bless you guys. My friend Glenn Pash, I finally made sure to start doing videos like either at stoplights or in parking lots because I think Glenn is worried I'm going to die in a fiery, tragic Tommy boy with my camera going. But here's the thing. Test drive videos are powerful. Now, you can get probably the best mount I've seen is on Amazon. It's called iOttie, the letter I-O-T-T-I-E. It'll mount to any surface, any dashboard, like weird textures in the windshield. But slap your phone in there, flip it to you, say we're going to go on a test drive in whatever car this is, flip it back to the streets and drive. People want to see a test drive of a car. They want to feel like they can experience it. Listen, they can't touch, they can't smell, they can't hear it as well as being in it, but golly, if you take them on a ride, they will love that. Then walkarounds, which are the highlights and the walkthrough are about the same. I think the wording is where people got confused, but basically those are kind of walkthrough, walkaround videos. But what customers basically are saying to you is this, and this is really, really cool. They're saying, I want to see everything you can show me about the car. Just hit the record button and start sharing it with me. Customers want to see it all. A lot of times I will be live on Periscope, same as my Twitter handle, at KONIGCO if you want to follow me there. But one of the highest viewed Periscopes I've ever had, I hopped in my car. I love my car. Everybody knows me. I always love my vehicles. So I hopped in my car and I titled my Periscope, Listening to a Mashup in the S550 Mercedes, and I hit go, and it went live. And all I did was I flipped the camera around on me. I said, listen, there's no education. There's nothing of value to what's about to take place. I'm going to get supplies for my pool, so we're going to rock out with some cool matchups. And my Mercedes-Benz, and I flipped the camera back around. So all they saw was the road, the hood, and the Mercedes emblem, and they listened to some wicked sweet mashup music by the Rocket Scientists. They make the best mashups. So for 40 minutes, I had a flood of people on here commenting about the music and like, oh man, that's a sick mashup. Where'd you download it? Oh, blah, blah, blah. It was like the best audience I've ever had. And what did we do? We went on a test drive. We went on a test drive in the car. Some people were asking questions about the car, but I didn't even answer them because I didn't care. Why? Because I said it wasn't going to have any value. It was going to be music, going to buy pool supplies. But a ton of people loved going on a ride in a car. Now, if people that aren't in the market want to go on a test drive with me, why wouldn't they want to go on a test drive with you when they're in the market? See, there's a great opportunity, but it all comes back to this, and here's the thing. If you care.
Oh my God.
Right?
This audience is why I need to see the presentation before presentation day, all right? Oh my God.
And this is exactly why I didn't show you this before.
Well, thanks. Oh, I see what you did there.
Listen, people need to know that we give a crap, right? Not like the guy in this car. But if we do, if we care, and it comes through, people will give us a shot. But here's the thing. I know that people need help with videos. Like a lot of times we just struggle as dealers to even know, like, okay, I want to get started, but I need help, and I don't even know where to begin with all these different kind of videos. So we're going to do another poll real quick because I'm curious. I want to know what's going on in the mind of the listeners right now, especially after seeing this guy. So Eliana, let's do another poll with everybody.
Okay, shout out to Rob who said about that last picture, is that the dealer trade-in guy? So thank you so much for that, Rob. Okay, yes, let's launch that second poll question. It's on the screen now. We want to know, what types of videos do you think your dealership needs help with? Please select one of the following: social marketing, salesperson follow-up, manager follow-up, vehicle walkarounds, or OMG, all of it. All right, so what types of videos do you think your dealership needs help with? Once we get a majority of those votes in, we're going to close the poll and share the results. And by the way, one of our listeners, Matt, said that when you get really, really excited, you talk really, really fast. And so I tweeted back, OMG, does he do that? Question mark. And you did. And so now I'm going to ask you to now repeat the name of the camera holder, because we have people who wrote in and said, what was the name of that camera holder again?
Yeah, I know my Twitter feed is just blowing up ridiculous too, so thank you everybody for that. Yeah, oh my God, okay, awesome. The camera holder that I recommend, it's called iOttie. It's IOTTIE. I'd go to Amazon, spend the $90, be a Prime member, and they'll ship it to you 2 days, absolutely free. The cool thing about it is it's actually got manual adjustments where you can tighten the up and down angle, the side to side angle, and you can hand tighten them with like a little wheel on the side instead of all the flexible bendy stuff that we all know breaks. Or if you're like me and you have an iPhone 6 Plus that weighs like 82 pounds, all those other windshield mounts tend to like start dipping and sagging. The iOttie doesn't do it. Make sure though, if you've got an iPhone 6 Plus or a Nexus 6, one of those big honking huge phones, get the one that's made for the 6 Plus or the big size ones. But best thing I could recommend to you as far as a vehicle mount, absolutely love it.
Okay. Christopher, I hope that helps you out. If you have a follow-up question, I'm always here for you. And audience, real fast, I'm going to give you another 10 seconds or so. What types of videos do you think your dealership needs help with? Social marketing, salesperson follow-up, manager follow-up, vehicle walkarounds, or OMG, all of it? Please, please, please. Okay. And also, if you haven't sent in your questions yet, please do so, because we're going to have a great Q&A session, I can already tell. All right, let's close this poll and share the results. Matt, you ready for this?
I am ready like spaghetti.
Gosh. Here we go. All right, 9% of today's audience said they need help with social marketing. Double that, 18% said salesperson follow-up is where they think they're weakest at. 4% of today's audience said that they'd like to see manager follow-up get better. 7% of today's audience say they think vehicle walkarounds is really something that they should be working harder on, but the majority, 62% of today's audience, picked the last one. OMG, all of it. So, Matt, does that help you out?
It does. You know what it tells me? It tells me that there are a lot of people on here that actually care. which to me is awesome. My friend Jeff Glacken tweeted something. He said, best secret to looking like you care, actually care. It was almost like that. I probably slaughtered it. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Glack Attack, you're right. He said, secret to making people feel like you actually care is to hashtag actually care. So do that.
I mean, that's a quotable right there.
It is. It is. And I had to retweet it because, A, I love Jeff, and B, he is absolutely right. At the end of the day, we've got to show people that we care. So here's the thing. Video is the most powerful tool that you have in your arsenal as a business owner, as a dealer, as a human being. I send videos. My wife and I, we text back and forth, and hands down there's going to be miscommunication. Because as much as I talk here and talk fast, and people that know me know that in person I go 1,000 miles an hour. But here's the crazy thing. When I text, I'm like a one-word kind of dude. So if my wife's like, hey, can you stop and pick up some fruit from Meijer on the way home? Can you give me some strawberries and blueberries and watermelon and pineapple? And she doesn't talk that way, by the way. She'd probably kill me for doing her in that voice. But when she texts me that, and I text back, sure, no problem. Send.
Wow, you text that much? Because when my husband texts me back after my little rants, he just puts the letter K. That's it. That's all I get. Not even like an emoticon.
I went from K to like, sure, no problem. And then like 50% of the time I'll get a response back, you okay? Or everything okay? So I will like send her videos. And I told her, I'm like, hey, would you please install WhatsApp so I could voice message you since you don't have an iPhone anymore and you went back to a stupid Android phone? So like I will use videos sometimes like, hey babe, just leaving the office, heading home, love you. Like, do you need anything? Let me know, right? So she could see I'm in a good mood. So here's the thing. Video is the most powerful communication method you have in the world, short of being face-to-face with someone or actually having them on the phone. It's the best way to stir and create emotion, and it's the best way to dominate your competitors who are sitting back doing the same thing they've done for 20 years or just waiting for their CRM to do their job for them. You have the tools you need right in your pocket right now. The same thing you're tweeting on, the same thing you use to follow me on Twitter. I promise I will get to all of you. Thank you so much for following me. I swear to God I will respond to every one of you with a video. Thank you, but holy crap, that's a lot. All you've got to do, though, all you've got to do if you just want to take it to the next level and engage people is make sure your videos don't suck. Smile, be yourself, make a mess, and I promise they won't suck. Here are some resources, though, to help you guys and girls get started right away. I know the OMG, I need help with all of it. Listen, we're here to help. Reach out. Happy to do so. What I can't do myself, I will pass off to my man, Chris Spear, to help with as well. But here are some resources to help all of you get started right now, including the links to what I mentioned earlier that you guys asked about. SalesTips.tv will get you 10 subject lines that get emails read. Tell you what, make sure you drop us a message, contact us through the website, and Chris will email out to you, or I will, but probably Chris because he is awesome about it, way faster than I am. A little document that's got about 40 subject lines you can use, so more than just the 10 you share in the video. Contact us through the website, and we'll actually email you out a PDF that's got about 40 subject lines that you can use that will get your emails read. Go to Koenig.co/iPad video. There's that 4-minute walk-around training where you can literally get a step-by-step walkthrough of how to record, upload, and publish a video to YouTube. That will help you get your stuff seen online. You can follow myself. You can also follow @ChrisSpear1 on Twitter for some great info. We talk about this stuff all day long, every single week. We live and breathe this. So we're not just telling you cool stuff that we got from somebody's webinar. This is what we do. We use video to respond to our customers. We use video to open the door to people. One of my good friends, I don't know if he's on the webinar, Jeff Glacken knows him, Chip Diggs, good buddy of mine, we were working on some stuff. He wasn't responding to my email. Finally, I sent him an email with a video in it and a subject line that said, OMG, I think your email's effing broken. I didn't like put the whole F word. I just put like emoticons in between. That email got read. It's amazing what a subject line will do. Last resource I want to share with you is thinkwithgoogle.com. They haven't published it yet. Peter is amazing, by the way, great guy. The info on there is still the 2013 Automotive Path to Purchase study, but all of that is still relevant. It just got even more relevant for 2014 because we saw that info. So thinkwithgoogle.com, great resource to get more information and help you see some great tips on how to create videos that aren't skippable and things like that. So before I pass the mic back to Eliana, it's kind of like a rap concert. I'm going to pass the mic. It's like karaoke. I'm going to give you guys some homework, and that is this. If you don't already have one, when the webinar is over, take 2 seconds, create a YouTube account, okay? Create one for yourself to make some walk-around videos to share with the universe, or sign your team up for iJot or BombBomb. Again, they're both great. iJot people are great. BombBomb people are great too. I know BombBomb's got an Android and an iPhone app, so if you're an Android user, that might be the route you go for now. iJots is supposed to come out this year, but go get that for personal videos. If you got 10 salespeople, dealers, now I'm going to say this to the dealer principals, GMs, sales managers, BDC managers, if you're listening. If you have 10 salespeople, I think like BombBomb's $25 a month, you'll spend $250 a month. Big effing deal. You spent 1,000 times that on a crappy newspaper ad, right? You can find $250 a month, hook all your people up with a tool like this. It will not only give your customers a better experience, but it'll make sure you don't accidentally publish a private video. So for your homework, go hook up on one of those, record your first video, and don't give up. And listen, you're going to feel like a fool. Who cares? Do it anyway, because you're going to be awesome. If you go out there and do it, I promise you won't make videos that suck. And that being said, Eliana, Eliana, I'm just so excited. I better pass the mic to you before I just start saying stuff to people. So.
Well, thank you so much. All right, we already have a ton of great questions from today's audience, but audience, if you haven't gotten in your question yet for the amazing Matt Koenig, now is your time. Let's get those questions in. We're going to start with our Q&A session in just a moment, and we'd love to see if there's anything that we can do to help you. Now, before we do that, though, oh, we got some business to take care of. Hey, Matt, do you have any like game show music or something? Because we got a great prize today to give away on the webinar, and I'm super stoked about this.
I'm so glad you asked. You know what? The closest thing that I have to game show music is whatever will start playing when I hit play on Apple Music on my iPhone.
Oh, God,
so
help me.
Just like
all right.
Game show music,
go ahead. Let's do that while I tell the audience. If you missed it at the beginning of the webinar, well, I announced that our good friends at KonigCo giving away a great prize today on the webinar. One of you lucky webinar attendees is going to win Dealership CRM Video Package. KonigCo is going to make 10 or more custom videos that you're going to be able to easily send out from your CRM to your prospects. These are all the important videos that you need to connect with buyers before and after the sale. This is just what an awesome prize for your dealership. I'm so excited for somebody to win this. It is valued at just under $4,000. All you have to do is answer a simple question about today's presentation. So get ready. Get to your keyboards. First one to write in a correct response is going to be walking away with this totally awesome prize today. So good luck. And of course, this doesn't apply to vendors. You can't use this. So we really appreciate it if you could please just sit this one out. This prize is intended for dealership personnel only. We do appreciate it. We love that you're here, but please let a dealership person win this prize. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Here's your question. When uploading your videos to YouTube that are personalized to a specific customer, what is the #1 rule you must follow? And here we go. Wow, that is a whole lot of people writing to me all at once. Audience?
You know, while they did that, Eliana, I put the music on by Lord, her version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World, because I think it's a...
Okay, good. Well, I want you to know, I think everyone picked this one up. Thank you so much, Matt, for making sure that everyone was certain to get this little nugget of awesomeness. Yes, the answer is to make the video unlisted. And I am happy to report the #1 person who answered this first is Jeff Boob. Congratulations, Jeff Boob. You are the winner today. Winner. Hey, Jeff, write on in. I need your dealership name, please, so that we can give you a proper congratulations. And of course, you're going to be hearing from our good friends over at KonigCo about claiming that prize. Congratulations, Jeff Boob. And audience, for the rest of us who didn't win today, including me, don't worry. You know what? We give away prizes every week, so come back next week and see if you can win a prize then. All right? Let's see. Jeff Boob, where are you? Jeff, congratulations to Jeff Boob. He's with Driscoll Automotive Group. Congratulations. Of course, we want to thank everyone for playing along. And gotta thank our good friends over at KonigCo for their incredible generosity. All right, we got some great questions for you. You ready, Matt?
You know what? I am ready, Eliana. And Jeff, congrats. I am so thankful you won.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Sorry, I just had to play that music at the end because it made me feel better. I am so ready to answer questions. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. All right, your first question, let's go scroll up all over here. Okay, your first question comes from Erin. She says, what is the best video editing app for an iPad?
iMovie, absolutely. I'm going to tell you right now.
You use all the products, right? Use all the Apple products, right?
I do. So when we do professional video, we use Final Cut on our Macs, but iMovie is the best thing on an iPhone. But the best thing for recording super stellar quality, there's an app called Filmic Pro, Filmic Pro. Now, I'll tell you, that's what Bentley used to make their new commercial for the Mulsanne. The entire thing was shot on an iPhone 5S, go figure. But the app they used was Filmic Pro. It lets you record phenomenal quality. You can actually change frame rate and everything. So here's the thing I'll tell you, though. Unless you're making a high-def, super-duper commercial, you don't need Filmic Pro. iMovie is perfect. You can edit, you can trim, you can add music. You can do it all in iMovie. So I'd recommend the $5 iMovie app for your iPad or iPhone.
There you go. All right, Erin, we hope that helps you out. Certainly, if you have more questions, you know we're always here for you. We want to help all of you guys out. All right, your next question comes to you from Dawn. Now, Dawn wrote this in when you were showing the video of not Chuck, but the gentleman who came after Chuck.
Oh, yeah, the guy talking to Kelsey, right.
Yes. Okay. So Dawn wrote in, and she says, can you speak about the logistics of when you make a video? Hold your phone horizontally, for example. Is that what we want?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I would definitely say hold your phone horizontally because it plays better than the up and down little, I mean, it's just wonky and weird. People, you know, their laptop screens, everything is horizontal, right? So yes, hold your phone sideways when you're recording a video. Listen, kind of like Reese's, there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. There's no wrong way. I mean, there are better ways to make a video. So simple best practices, hold your phone sideways like this, right? Can you guys see me on the webcam? Hopefully so. Hold your phone sideways like this. You can get some cool selfie sticks. My man Sean Rains at DealerOn has one with like a little Bluetooth button. But you can get different selfie sticks and things like that so you can get some distance from yourself to be seen in the video better. At the end of the day, the main things, though, logistically are, you know, make sure that the camera is close enough to you for sound. The folks down at Epic Auto Sales, you notice the little microphone clip to their shirt. Sony makes a microphone. It's about $300. It's a Bluetooth mic. It's wicked awesome. But if the phone is close enough to you, you might not need that external microphone. If you're out and you're doing stuff on the lot, though, and you've got a selfie stick, I would definitely recommend an external microphone. Here's the crazy thing, though. If the phone is like this kind of distance, 3 or 4 feet, you know, not 3 or 4 feet, 2 or 3 feet from you on a selfie stick, you can even use a wired microphone, like a lapel mic that's got a wire and clips to your shirt. It doesn't have to be a $400 Bluetooth wireless one. You can get something for $20, $30 on Amazon. So a lot of easy, affordable tools out there. You just want to, I always reference Amazon. It's where I go to get all my stuff. Surprised I don't have a stupid Amazon Fire phone.
All right, Dawn, thank you so much. Great question. Love, love, love it. Okay, Nick wrote in same time that Dawn did, so about that second video. He says, well, what are the advantages of doing this video? That's what his question was.
Of doing what video?
That video that
that David did with the girl letting her know she was approved?
Yes.
I
mean, is that one of your list of important videos?
Yeah, so that personal video, yeah, that was the one that should have been made private. But the advantage of doing a video like that is this. There's a couple ways people handle letting somebody know, hey, your car's here and you're approved. The way that we handle it now is either to call them on the phone, and 8 out of 10 times when you call somebody, you hit voicemail. Hey, I just want to leave you a message, you're approved, your car's ready. It's the same crap everybody else does. Or we can email them, hey, I got some great news about your deal, which usually means you're not approved, but you need a cosigner. The advantage of doing a video is that you're in the customer's mind when they're looking at it, you're face to face. You're invoking emotion. That's what this whole thing is about. So the advantage of a video like that is to create the excitement, the emotion. Holy cow, great news. Here's the vehicle. I'm getting it ready for you right now, getting it cleaned up. Congratulations, you're all approved and it's ready for you to drive home. You can't do that by just sending a crappy email or leaving a voicemail. The purpose of it is to create that emotional bond with the viewer.
Emotional bond. There you go, Nick. All right. Hey, I wanted to let you know those videos from that dealership that you showed. Well, one of the people from that dealership was actually on today's show. So he was super, super excited that you used his videos, and he wanted me to write in. I mean, he wrote in and he wanted me to tell you, I really appreciate the feedback, Matt. I will definitely use it to make our videos and our marketing efforts better. Thank you.
And I got to give you guys a shout out. I mean, Epic does it well. And so I mean, I know, like, kind of sounded like I was picking on David a little, but I wasn't. I was picking on, I don't want them to be at risk for something public that should be private. Those guys do an awesome job at their store. I have still, in 22 years in this industry, I have not met a dealer that uses video more than the team at Epic Auto Sales. So this is like an internet high five to them, because they really do a great job with it.
Excellent. And we do appreciate that one. By the way, that comment came from Adil. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for coming to today's DealerOn webinar. See what you would have missed if you didn't come. All right. Next question comes to you from David. He says, I believe that there is a pretty good chance that this webinar may be part of our upcoming training. Thanks, David.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Okay. This next one, we got to help this guy out. All right. This one comes from Eric. Eric says, we are a trailer dealership. Trailers have options, but of course not as many as cars. And I'm thinking it's going to be tough to engage an audience with a walk-around of aluminum or steel boxes. Question, how would you do a test drive with a trailer? What can we do to emotionally engage the audience with a steel box?
Load it up. That is a great question. And you know what? The same thing that you could do with the bed of a truck. Load that trailer up. Have some fun with your trailer videos. You know what? Take a day and get all your, 3 or 4 different size trailers and load them with stuff. So maybe you've got a desk and a chairs that you fit in a little bitty trailer with a little table. And then the trailer next to it, you show that one with the same desk, table, chairs, but more stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Show them the trailer's doing what they're designed to do. Drive a motorcycle on there. Have fun. Be crazy. Address the thing. Trailers aren't sexy. Trailers aren't exciting. But at Max Trailer Shack, these things are the hottest thing on the market. You're going to want to put a bed in this trailer and sleep in it at night because it's got so much room. Let me show you why you're going to love this trailer. And just load them up. Boom, boom, boom. You can make anything exciting if you're excited about it. I get excited about little stupid stuff. I periscoped my kids emptying the pool skimmer because there was a chipmunk in it, and I didn't want to go get the dead chipmunk out of the skimmer. So I periscoped it. I was like, Mom, I paid the kid $10 to empty the skimmer because it creeped me out too much, and he's out there like, Mom, this is so gross. I do video of the dumbest stuff because it's so fun. Make those trailers sexy. I mean, pour water on it. How Paris Hilton was in that goofy video for Burger King, like eating a Whopper rolling down a car? Go out there and have some fun with your trailers. Have somebody, pouring water out, spraying a garden hose on it in slow motion. Look how awesome these trailers are. You can make it fun. You just have to just get
open the trailer and say, let's see what's in this trailer. Oh, it's a bunch of kittens. Oh, let's see what's in this trailer. Oh, 517 helium balloons.
Exactly. NSFW, not safe for work. Don't watch the video about our trailers. That's a subject line. Just saying. Have some fun.
Okay. First of all, Eric wrote in, thanks, broski, and maybe a what's in this trailer competition. I love it. David wrote in, wow, these are all great ideas. Another David wrote in, that commercial with Paris Hilton was for Hardee's, not Burger King. Dude, it was for Carl's Jr., okay? It was for Carl's Jr. You guys are both wrong.
I knew it was something with nasty food that I shouldn't be eating as a chubby guy.
Okay, that was so awesome. Eric, if you got some more that you want to share with us, you write back. I cannot wait to see how you make those trailers sound sexy, okay? Hopefully we'll have that on in a future webinar too. All right, let's keep moving on. All right, next question. This one came in from one of the Davids. He says, I also believe that customers want to see daily to weekly videos of dealership specials that are going on. Now, that's an interesting idea. Matt?
You want them to believe that, but they don't care about the crap that you're specialing. Now, a customer who's shopping with you may care to see it if it relates to a type of car they're interested in and something that just came in that you think may fit their needs. But listen, everything that we see when talking to customers says, I don't want to see your crap all the time. Now, here's the deal. A walk-around video about why the car is the hero is fantastic. If you have something mind-blowing, like right now GM is doing 0% on every single car in stock. Listen, they haven't done it in 5 years. We know that commercials suck and nobody wants to watch them, so we're just making a video to tell you 0% on the Silverado, on the Malibu. Show them all your cars, do it real. Customers, not one customer that we've ever met said, you know what I'd love? I'd love if every freaking week I could get an email from a dealership with another stupid commercial about their sales. Customers don't want it. Just stop thinking of customers as customers and think of them as human beings.
What?
Human beings don't want it. They're people. They don't want to see it. As dealers, the challenge for us, as any business owner, our challenge is we get excited about the potential that if we put a price on there, it'll get them excited. Let me ask you this. Does Apple put pricing in any of their videos? No, they don't. And they never say, come buy it. All they do is make the product the hero and tell you why it's so great. When Apple launched the iPad and Microsoft launched their Surface Pro, when they were, boom, boom, here we go. Microsoft brought up the Surface. Microsoft talked about the technical specifications and how it basically blew the doors off the iPad, technology-wise, specifications-wise, and how it was so much more affordable. And it was an epic failure when it came out. It flopped. Why? Because they did everything that we do as dealers. Sunday, 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 boom, boom, boom. Look how cheap it is. I don't care. Listen, we don't care how cheap it is. As human beings, we care, is it going to make me feel better? Is it going to do what I want? So make me feel good with your videos every week. Stop telling me something's $29.95. I really don't give a shit. I mean, crap. Sorry.
Matt Koenig.
I should have beeped it. I went the whole webinar without swearing. I'm so sorry.
Jeez Louise. You ruined my perfect streak for 2015, so thanks.
I blame it on Greg Gifford because I was channeling my inner awesomeness.
Okay, I didn't realize that came with slurs and
so sorry. I'll beep
words.
that out later in final.
Oh, really? Thanks. All right. Well, thank you so much for the great question, David. Okay. The other David wrote in, and he says, what do you think about using Google Glass for a test drive video?
So I think Google Glass was nifty. I had one and used it for all of about 2 weeks before it went back on Craigslist. If that's the easiest way for you to record a video, I think it's fantastic. The only downside is that logistically it might be easier for you to use an iPod mounted on your windshield or a phone, and here's why. Because once you stop and park the car, you want to be able to show them the interior. Now I know you can, well, I guess you can look with your eyes, but the only thing you can't show in that video is you. And people engage with people, right? So the only downside to Google Glass is you'd have to take them off, aim them at yourself. Hopefully you're aiming it at yourself right to show them you. So while they want to see the car, there are benefits to showing them you as well in the video. So Google Glass, great idea. I think it could work. Using something that's mountable or handheld allows you to be part of it as well. So good idea, though. Really good idea.
David wrote back in. Good point. So thank you for that. Really good point, actually. Okay. Next question comes to you from Sean. He says, how can managers use video to communicate to their sales team?
I love you for asking that question. There's one dealer group that I do training with still, and I don't do it for anybody else, but I just love these guys. So we still go in and do training for them about 6 times a year. Managers, here's how you can do it. I love sending videos just to give people kudos. Chris, my national sales director, once or twice a month, here and there, I'll just shoot him a video, just tell him how much I appreciate him. As a manager, you can use videos in 2 ways that I think are really effective and powerful. One, to tell people what you appreciate about them. And don't put it on your calendar every day, Bob this day, Susie tomorrow. but because you don't want to like have it feel like it's fake and forced. But when somebody does something good, they put together a deal, they did something good, they helped you with something, even if it wasn't deal related, shoot them a video and just say, hey, I just want to drop you a quick note to tell you I appreciate you doing this for me. You're a big help here at the dealership, and I appreciate you. Done, send. They will show that to everybody else. When morale sucks, they'll go around, they'll show it to other people. And here's what happens. Even that old dog who's like, that's just a bunch of crap, never sent me a video. That old dog will start doing stuff to try and win your approval because they want one too. So sending somebody your approval in a video is a real powerful thing to do. But the other thing to do is this, a quick tip. If you came across a good idea, you read something good, you heard a cool saying or a quote, send that out to your whole sales team. Upload it to YouTube and then send it via text or mass email to your people. Hey folks, today, you know what? I just heard this in a book and I thought this quote was awesome. I thought you guys might like it too. So I just wanted to send you this video and tell you go over to, go download this book by Tony Robbins. You know what? If you want it, heck, I'll buy it for you. Just come see me at the desk when we get to the dealership this morning. So a video with a tip, a video telling them how much you appreciate them. Those are ways you can do it as a manager and I hate the word manager, as a leader of your team. Those are ways you can do it. And I'm going to give you a third thing you should do as a leader. Go outside and do a walk-around video of your own. Show your people. Walk-around video to a customer, show your team you doing that, and it will inspire them to do it too. So there's a couple ways you can use it.
Wow. That was amazing information. Great answer.
Well,
Sean, great question. Thank you so much. All right. Real quick, Dawn wrote in relating back to the question before. She says, we create weekly dealer specials and then do Facebook promoted posts, and that seems to work well for us.
Yeah, so as a promoted post, when you're doing it as an ad, yes. So let me jump back on that one. Here's the thing. I don't want to get an email from you every week with your special. I don't want to get a text every week. I will hate you and I will never buy from you. And I don't think I'm that different than most people. I'm just willing to say it out loud. But if you do a video and then upload it to Facebook and use it as a promoted post, whole different story. It is a commercial. It is an ad. I recognize that it's an ad, so the engagement on the ad may be well received. But I don't want to be tricked into thinking you sent me an email that might be or a video that might pertain to me only to watch one of your commercials. That's what I was getting at. If you're going to make an ad, well, goodness yes, make a really cool ad, promote that post on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to promote the heck out of it, YouTube pre-roll. Commercials are commercials. You can use your good marketing videos as commercials. That's all awesome. But as a normal human, I don't want you to send it to me every week. I hope that clarifies it.
Gotcha. All right. Next question comes from today's winner, Jeff. He says, if you're doing a YouTube page for your own videos, is there a good way to manage SEO for the videos so you can ensure they start showing up in search engines? That might be an entire whole webinar too.
I know someone who's an SEO genius that I've heard named Greg Gifford.
No way. Him?
Here's the thing. With video, here's the thing I'll tell you. There is no way to cheat Google. There is no way to cheat their algorithm. The best way to get your videos to show up on Google are to make them relevant. And there are some simple tips. Using a title that actually is relevant to what your video is about is important, right? There are some small tips, making sure that your dealership name and address is in the video, that there's a link to your dealership's website, which is registered with Google, so that it's a site that they recognize as being verified. But the other big key tips are, Gary Vaynerchuk's really good at doing this, but bullet point out what your video is talking about, and make sure you tag it appropriately. You don't need 1,000 tags, you just need a handful that are really relevant to the video, and make sure that your location data is in there. That's critical. And closed caption it. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a nifty little secret that wasn't in the webinar.
What?
For SEO-related stuff, for closed captioning. There is a website called rev.com, R-E-V.com. They close caption videos for $1 a minute, and so $1 per minute of video. And they give you $10 of free captioning just for signing up with them. All you do is go to rev.com, you paste in the YouTube video links. They will send you an email back in whichever file type you chose, if you wanted a subtitle or as a text file. Yeah, $1 a minute, and your first 10 minutes are absolutely $0. So close caption your videos because that does actually help with search results. So there you go. And here's the thing, gang. Google's goal is not to show a whole bunch of videos and search results. I mean, they want to show one or two that are relevant, but they don't want to clutter it up with that because they want to sell you video. So I think you're going to see over the next few years, there's going to be a big dip where you might only end up seeing the one most relevant video in their organic search results because people search YouTube. So those of you that want to have your videos show up all over Google, YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. Nobody bings and then decides. It's Google, then YouTube, and then Yahoo and Bing are in the small percentage that very few people care about. So you focus on YouTube with your video, not Google.
Okay. And Jeff wrote in, thank you. Great info. Dawn asked, is Rev accurate?
Yes, it is. They are very, very, very accurate, and they give you a spot to put in notes. So, for example, we have a client that we do video for, Seely Automotive Group, and their name is spelled S-E-E-L-Y-E. So when submitting the file, I just put in the notes. By the way, the spelling of the name Seely is S-E-E-L-Y-E. Boom, 100% perfect. Every video, every time. They crush it.
Sweet. All right. We still have a ton of questions, and we're really, really late. So let's try and get through as many of them as we can, all right?
Cool.
Leslie wants to know, do you guys work with Canadian dealers? I know DealerOn does. How about KonigCo?
We work with dealers everywhere. Canada, the UK, we will serve you. Just reach out to us. Go to Koenig.co, fill out the contact form. We'll touch base. We'll help you out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Next question comes to you from John. He says, oh, and this is great, recommendations for the best approach on how to get other salesmen to be this proactive. I want to create these 4-minute follow-up videos. How do we entice them that this works? Salesmen, as you know, can be stubborn on their own methods or just plain lazy. Word, John. Matt,
Wow.
how do we help
Great
John?
question. Do it as a manager to follow up with one of their customers and close an appointment for them and then show them, hey, you know how I got that appointment? I sent them this video. So like if you know there's a customer your salesperson has a hard time getting a hold of, shoot a video. Hey, I noticed you're working a deal with John and he hasn't heard back from you guys. I just wanted to personally reach out, see what we could do to help pull this together, blah, blah, blah. Here's my name. Here's how to contact me. If I don't hear from you, I'll try and give you a call a little later. Send that video out to the customer. Do that with every customer every time until somebody responds. And tell your salesperson, hey, I'm going to start doing this because I want to help you get more deals. When they see customers are responding to your videos, they'll go, huh, that's a good idea, and then they can do it. The other method is what we were taught 20 years ago, which is when you hire someone, you say, with every customer every time, this is how we do it, and this is not an option. When you hire someone and you make it part of the process, it's not an option. You just have to hold them accountable to what you told them wasn't an option. So my recommendation is you do it first, you set the example, show them how great it is, and they will want to buy in. Everybody you hire going forward, tell them it's part of the process, not optional if they want to work here, and they'll participate.
Okay, John, great question. Thank you so much for that. All right, next question comes to you from Christopher. He says, I'm thinking of including a screenshot of the video we want a customer to watch in an email. Is it a good idea or will I get spam filtered?
Great question. Listen, if there's a visual that typically engages people more, a lot of your CRMs will allow you to do it. I think it's Dealer Socket or one of them will automatically put a thumbnail in there. I just put links. I use a catchy subject line and then I put a link in the email. I don't put a video thumbnail. Now, here's the thing I will tell you though. If you use one of those third parties and hook up CoVideo, iJot, or BombBomb, they actually show a thumbnail in there and they're set up right so that they don't end up in a spam box. So I would use a third-party tool like that personally. If your CRM doesn't do it, I'd use a third-party tool. It'll show a thumbnail, it'll get through the spam filter, and you'll be fine. I wouldn't do a whole lot of HTML code, tricking it out, putting in some wicked sweet thumbnail that, you know, is you with your thumbs up or whatever. Just let it use whatever pops up.
I got you.
Depends on their email client, so I mean, there's no perfect answer, but get a third-party app and then you're good to go most of the
time. Speaking of those third-party apps, David wrote in, can you use iJot and or BombBomb to send videos out of the CRM? I have Vin Solutions.
No, they don't do that. They send direct to the customer. It is its own app in its own ecosystem. So those of you that see my webcam, like this is BombBomb, right? So I click on it, I record a video, then I pick how I want to send it to the customer. Same thing with iJot. This is iJot, same deal. I record a video, pick the contact, hit send. So it all stays within that ecosystem. But here's the deal. Listen, I'm not taking anything away from the CRM, but look, your salespeople aren't doing it. right? They're not going to send a video. They're not taking the time to upload it, copy the link, paste it in CRM, send it to the customer. Your templated videos, record them, house them in the CRM, make them part of the process, cool. All the unique ones, get them a third-party app and let them do it outside the CRM. Listen, if you trusted them enough to hire them and put them on your payroll, you should trust them enough to put the info in the CRM. That's just my opinion, but listen, if you treat them like 4-year-olds, they're going to act like 4-year-olds. So give them a little trust.
Okay. David says, fair enough. But the other David is asking a question now. He says, are you saying that we should respond with a video through our CRM or our smartphone?
So depends. If your CRM allows you to do it through the CRM, I would definitely do it through the CRM. But if it doesn't, I would say respond with a video from your smartphone. I would say shoot a video and send it through your phone.
Okay.
Be a grown-up and go log in the CRM. I sent him a video.
Okay. Last few questions. Dawn wrote in, Matt, can I see an example of your CRM videos? She'd like to see what you got.
Yeah, go to our site, drop me a message letting me know what you want, and then I'll hook you up with some info on it. Yep, absolutely.
Wonderful. Okay. Mike the car guy wrote in a question, and David is right behind him. He says, what's the best way for us Android users to make videos that don't suck? And David's like, yeah, I have a Windows phone. I don't have one of those iPhones. So what advice do you have for people who are not up with the Apple products? And keep in mind, be nice. I have a Droid, which I am absolutely in love with. So go ahead. What do you got?
So here's the deal. For your walk-around videos, for you Android, and I think Windows should let you do it. Listen, I'm going to answer the Windows one first. I'm so sorry. Just replace it with an Android or an iPhone. That's the best answer. For a Windows phone it is. I'm sorry. Actually, now that Windows 10 is coming out at the end of the month, you should be able to upload it directly to YouTube from your Windows phone. So for your walk-around videos, iPhones, Android, and I think Windows Phone, especially with the new update, you can upload your walk-around videos and stuff straight to YouTube. So y'all are good to go. For the person one-to-one videos, here's what I would tell you. Mike the car guy, 2 things. 1, you still need to hook up on Buscador de Auto. Inside joke. Mike knows what I mean. Mike, go get BombBomb. It has an Android app. iJot doesn't have one yet, unfortunately. BombBomb, B-O-M-B. They've got an Android app, and those guys are like $25 a month. It's very affordable, well worth it for those personal videos. For the personal videos on your Windows phone, I don't know a solution other than upload it to YouTube and make it unlisted, and then just share that link via email or text with the customer with a catchy subject line. So it is doable. You just got to put a little more work in with the Windows phone. Unfortunately, that's the best answer I got for you on that one.
No, that's okay. Cribs also has a problem. He says, Matt, what about my Nextel phone? What do I do with that?
Sorry, Cribs. Go get a new phone, baby.
All right. Last question comes in from Todd. He says, hey, what about service videos? Todd, I love it. Laying it down. Matt, what do we do about service videos?
Same thing applies. You can go back and do the same thing, especially with one of those third-party apps. You can go back there if you've got to show a customer who's not in the lounge work that needs to be done. You should, not you could, but you should go back there, show them what the technician's showing you. Hey, this is what we're seeing. This is why you need brake pads. I'm going to give you a call in a few minutes to make sure you got this video, so you can let me know what you want done with the work. Boom. As a service advisor, you can follow up with a customer using those personalized videos after they've left the dealership, right? Drop them a quick note. Hey, yesterday you were in for service. I just want to send you a quick video and tell you thanks again for servicing with us. If there's any questions or any concerns, here's my phone number. Call me back and let me know. I think that's fantastic. Listen, in service, they're not only salespeople, but those salespeople start off every situation with a customer who has to spend money and isn't happy. They're hardworking folks, and video could really help them keep those customers engaged and build some great stuff after the initial interaction. So I highly recommend it in service too. Great, great question.
And that is your last question of the day, Matt Koenig. That was epic. You killed it. Thank you so much. What a phenomenal presentation. I am so happy I finally got to webinar with you, and I'm looking forward to webinaring with you again soon, my friend. We already came up with a couple different subjects, so.
Hey, I'm ready when you are.
All right. want to remind the audience, a link to download a copy of today's webinar recording. It's going to be emailed to you later today for your reference. Hey, this one's a great one to share with your friends and colleagues, so please feel free to do so. Today's webinar is also going to be posted online within 24 hours. Just go to dealeron.com/webinars to view our upcoming webinar schedule or access any of our past webinars too. Also, at the conclusion of this webinar, you're going to receive a short survey. We got to know what you thought of today's presentation, so fill it out. It's really short. It's 6 questions. We're always looking for great feedback from our audience. Today we're going to randomly select a couple of people from all those completed surveys to also win some Google prizes. And yeah, invitations will be going out tomorrow for our next webinar. There it is, how to effectively reach Spanish-speaking customers online. We've never done this subject before, and Matt, I know you're an expert on this as well, but our friend Zeph Snap, CEO of Altura Interactive, is going to be here to teach us how to reach Spanish-speaking customers online. With nearly 38 million Spanish speakers in the U.S., Spanish is by far the most popular non-English language in the USA. Spanish speakers are a crucial part of every U.S. market, over-indexing on digital and mobile. However, most dealers are satisfied with just having a bilingual salesperson or two instead of actively trying to reach those Spanish-speaking customers online. If you aren't marketing directly to Spanish-speaking shoppers, what are you waiting for? In this revealing 1-hour presentation, Zeph Snap of Altura Interactive is going to show you how to finally build and execute a comprehensive and highly effective digital strategy in Spanish. Attendees won't learn to speak a new language, but they will hear enlightening discussions about determining what kind of Spanish you should use, how to choose translation providers, technical considerations for a bilingual website, and how to leverage social media in Spanish. So stop ignoring, start scoring. If you realize that it's time to finally find out how to effectively reach Spanish-speaking customers online, then this is the webinar you simply can't afford to miss. Ándale! Don't miss it. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions regarding these webinars and our topics, feel free to contact me directly. Again, my name is Eliana Raggio. I'd love to hear from you, so track me down online. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, you name it. I'm everywhere. I'm on all the automotive social networks too. Or email me directly at eliana@dealeron.com. Thank you all so very much for spending this time with us today. I hope to see you all in another webinar in DealerOn's continuing education series. Take care.